with two special guests. Cassidy, Kendall. We're about to go on a ride. We got the top down. And yeah. We're about to go to the store and then we'll be back.
You do the thing where you hit the camera like, bye.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Super Bowl. Word up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rapping like Mr. Magic Rolling Roll. I let my tape rock to my tape.
The untold story of the University of Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a prestigious Catholic university, but do you really know what goes on? You have seen the sports. Notre Dame is a Division I school with a famous football team and championship women's basketball team. Different events like formals and parties. But should they really be called that? Notre Dame, Indiana. Home to freezing cold winters. Oh, let's not forget the scandals.
On November 10th, 2018, Notre Dame played Florida State University. As you can see from this clip, during the national anthem, me along with many other students were kneeling or sitting down.
But today we are going to unpack the truth in a two-part story of surviving Notre Dame.
What's up, everyone? As you can see, I'm here with a special guest.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow!
Oh, did I introduce myself? Oh, hey, I'm Cassidy.
Cassidy's my friend from college, and
I felt like...
and then in the back of the camera, we just saw her. We have
Kendall. Oh, hold up.
gang, gang, gang. And today we're going to be doing a very special video. I got a request on one of my videos, and I'll read it to you. Her name is Jazzy W. She said, hey, can you do a Notre Dame specific video, advice video about places to eat, things to do, clothes / cold weather gear to bring? And she said she is from the East Coast, and she's not really sure how to deal with
Coast.
She's not sure how to deal with like the winters that's over there in the Indiana. And she's also going to be coming to Notre Dame next year. So shout out to you, girl.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations for committing. And yeah, because you're going to need it.
Class of 23. That sounds like so far away.
Oh yeah, I'm class 2021.
Class of 22.
And she's going to be 2023. So this is not just for her, but this is also for like just anybody who needs like help like getting ready for Notre Dame or college just in general.
Coming in or like just how the year went?
Just how the year went. Like, let them know like how your freshman year went.
I had like a
your
really
expectations
good
versus real reality.
I like that. Okay. So Notre Dame is really weird because like coming in, like half the people don't know that they're getting into like a completely non-diverse situation, like, and they think they're fooled, and then half the people know what's going on. So like I was one of the ones who knew what was going on. So I didn't think I'd find like any people of color. I didn't think I would have anything to do because I'm from like New Jersey, and there's more to do in New Jersey than Indiana. So I thought I was gonna be bored. But it wasn't anything like I expected. I had a really good freshman year. I found a lot of organizations and clubs that I liked. I made a lot of good friends, like Michaela. So I had a good time. But I think a lot of it at Notre Dame is exactly what you make it. You have to put in like effort to get out good things. So that's how I feel. But I had a good freshman year.
I already told you guys about my freshman year. Like, it was okay. It wasn't like the best. It was like rough at first, but then like it got better. In sophomore year, I definitely enjoyed my sophomore year. It's because I was like more accustomed to everything that I already knew what was going on, and I didn't have nobody. Like, I didn't really have anybody before me to tell me how I was going to be at Notre Dame, so just going in was just like a culture shock and just like a shock in general with everything. So sophomore year was definitely better. The weather.
The weather.
The weather.
You're gonna be in your bag, bro. Like, it's not cute.
Oh.
You have to bundle up. This is a thing. Like when you first get there, it's like summer. Like everything's fine. Like you think you're like, oh, what are they talking about? Because it's like 80. I'd wear this and I'd be straight.
Yeah.
Right. And even to like early October, like I was good. Like right. And then all of a sudden,
because last year was not.
All of a sudden,
out of the blue, like you won't even know, like prepare, like you won't know.
You're minding your business, and then you just see a cloud, and then all of a sudden the cloud is the whole sky, and you don't see the sky again until March. Because it's all clouds.
It will literally be like, in the morning you'll wake up like a October morning, it'll be like 70 degrees and you're fine, you're chilling. And then like 2 hours later, the degrees will drop to like
it's like
20.
40. It's like 40. You're cold. But honestly, like, as long as you have like your coat and stuff, like you get used to it. Like it's kind of depressing, but I mean, you have fun anyway. You make the best of it.
What you will need is a very nice warm winter coat and some boots, because
for sure
Notre Dame doesn't know how to shovel.
Canada Goose, okay?
And there's a lot of like flooding too, so get like your cute Uggs, but also have like some actual boots to wear out, like some Tims. You feel me?
And the rain is also crazy.
Yeah.
Like it will just start raining out of nowhere too. Rain and snow. You have to be really prepared for it. Since you're from the East Coast, or if you are from the East Coast watching this video, it's basically the same kind of, but just know that whenever it's hot here, it'll be even hotter in Indiana, and when it's cold here, it's even colder there.
Yeah, and especially because like we have off like when it's really bad in December and early January, so that's helpful too.
And I also have some friends, like we probably both do, from like down south, and they got to Notre Dame and they were just like, they weren't ready. So definitely bring your coats and your boots and your all that stuff. That's definitely something that you have to pack.
Since you're from it's like Maryland, like Northeast though. Yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah,
Northeast is the best. Period.
Okay.
Things to do. All right, so this is what you're gonna really want to do.
Nothing. There's nothing to do.
You're really gonna want to join like a club or organization.
Yes, for a fact.
And well, obviously, like you're gonna make friends, so that'll be cool. Like once you have your homies, like it becomes a lot more fun because you guys get to like go off campus together, do things on campus together. But really, just join clubs and organizations. I think that's the best to keep yourself occupied. So even if you don't want to hang out with certain people, like you have an activity to do with yourself, and it just keeps you involved as well, which is helpful and makes it more fun.
Because there's not much to do outside of Notre Dame. So there's this thing that people call the Notre Dame bubble, and it's so true because like once you're in it, like it's really hard to get out. So like when you're on campus, don't just stay cooped up in your room. Find something to do, like different, like Cassie said, like different clubs and
And there's stuff to do. Like the school actually has like a lot of good speakers that come come talk, or like you'll go to an event. So you can find things. You just have to put in the effort for sure. But just don't stay in your room. Don't be bored, because then you're gonna be depressed. Nobody likes being depressed. Like that's not cute. So yeah, just put in a little effort, and then you'll find your way.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff to do. Like some people that came. I remember Condoleezza Rice came. You went to
that was dope. That was front row.
I missed that.
That was cool.
Hamilton came. That was cool.
Yeah.
And they also have like on Sundays they have movie showings, which I think is so cool. So like they show you movies before they even come out. So like Star is Born, I saw that before it came out. I saw Green Book before it came out. I saw another one, I don't remember. But yeah, so there's definitely a lot to do on campus. So you just have to find like what you're interested in and find your group of people that you can like hang out with.
But we're both on like a board for like different organizations, specifically like for the Black community, but for any community, like whatever you're into, there's probably a club for it. There's hella clubs at the school, so just get involved in that, and it'll be helpful because it'll make your experience more enjoyable. You'll be around people you like, people who could relate to you.
Is there anything to do outside of campus? I mean, there is some stuff to do.
I'll be doing the most. There's a lot. There's like you just have to put in the effort. Like there's like you can go to Sky Zone. Oh well, like are you thinking like activities, or are you thinking like stuff South Bend specific?
Well, you have to say Sky Zone. They have like a bowling alley. They have a skating rink.
Go.
But in downtown South Bend, you can go to Chicken Cafe, which is really nice, and I feel like that's a homey place for people that's from like New Orleans or like down south, because it's like a New Orleans based restaurant. They have London Grill, which is like black owned.
They have Eddy Street, which is like a whole strip where you can walk down. They have different restaurants. They have like Chipotle, Five Guys, Blaze. They have Urban Outfitters on there too. There's like a couple different stores, so that's helpful.
Yeah, Eddy Street is usually where people go after parties.
After parties, or just when like there's really nothing to do. Yeah. That's like your best option is to go to Eddy Street. But there's other things like I do a lot of this sounds real dumb, like escape rooms, like you know when you go in. I love doing that. So there's like 2 places around us. There's a go-karting place that's really fun. I do that often. And make friends that live off campus, because that's fun.
Yeah. I think just being on campus all the time really gets to you. So like make friends off campus, find things to do off campus, because like if not, then like you're not gonna have that good of a time at Notre Dame. And I'm being so truthful.
Overall, it's really fun. Like you just have to put in the effort and make the best of it. But I had a good year. Michaela had a good year this year. So just try to stay positive. Like making the adjustments kind of hard, especially if you come from like a high school that's like very different, or a place to live that's like really different from like Indiana. But you can make the best of it for sure. have a good time. It's not a bad place. Well, I mean, it depends on what you're into, really. There's like, like it really does. Like, there's dorm parties.
Yeah. And then there's off-campus parties.
Right. So personally, I prefer off-campus parties.
Dorm parties aren't for me.
But like, if you're like about that dorm party life, it's fine. Like, there's probably one like at least every weekend.
Yeah.
At least one. Like, you can find multiple some weekends.
And then, but the thing that I don't like about dorm parties is because it's so like small, and so you'll have like. And the rooms at Notre Dame aren't that big. Like, I mean, some rooms are. The rooms that the parties be in are not that huge. So, like, you'll have about 20 people try to cramp into one small little dorm room. And it's just, like, everybody's just jumping around, hot, sweaty, and
Screaming.
all this stuff. And it just doesn't. It's not it.
But then there's some times where it's, like, it's fun. Like, there's this thing called Zamzu. So, one of the dorms called Zam. And they threw, like, a big banger. It was, like, what was it, like, October, November?
They have two. So, they have one in October and another one...
in the spring.
Yeah, but
I didn't go to that one. But anyways, October one is fun. You just if you go with the right people, you can make it kind of any party fun, as long as the music is good. Like, so that's important. But off-campus parties are also fun because you like bigger spaces.
Yeah.
And then when Darty season comes, that's when it gets real fun.
One good thing about dorm parties is that they finally let girls have parties now. Because, like, when I was a freshman, girls couldn't have parties in their dorm rooms. So this year they made that a rule, and girls can have parties. So Notre Dame is also very traditional, and because it's a Catholic school, and they stick with their rules and stuff like that. So which is why girls can have parties.
Dorm culture is very interesting. We can talk a little bit about that, right?
Yeah, we can.
You wanna go first? So basically, like, you're assigned your dorm and you're assigned your roommate. Like, you really don't have any say in it at all.
There's no survey, because a lot of people ask me that. Is there a survey?
There's none.
No roommate survey. You get picked randomly.
It's super random. So a lot of the times, it's not great. It doesn't work out the way you want it to. Then a lot of times it does. Like, for me personally, I came in, I got Ryan Hall, which is like one of the nicest girls' dorms on campus. It's fairly new and it's like really big. So like that was cool. And then I got a roommate and I didn't really know anything about her. But we got to know each other, obviously, and she's one of my best friends now. And a lot of times it's like bad. Like, it's not gonna work out the way you want it to. I'm not gonna hold you, but I mean, you'll make other friends, so you don't have to be in your room at all times.
Yeah. I lived in the smallest quad in my dorm, so it was just my freshman year. It was just not ideal for like 4 girls to try to like live in this one space. I mean, there was 3 rooms, so most quads at Notre Dame is 3 rooms. So you have one room with 2 people, you have a common room, and you have another room with 2 people. But it's just not ideal for like 4 people of 4 different backgrounds, just all trying to like live in one space. It was just a lot. Like, yeah, I mean, all of you know, like, I'm in a single now.
Yeah.
So that was
lit.
fun. It was
I
so
used to do
fun.
that.
My dorm had 40 singles, so like I was gonna get one regardless. But it was like the best thing ever, cause like I could be in my own space. But then if I wanted to go like see other people, like I can like just go next door or whatever and go see like my friends next door, or I can invite people in my room. But then I can like still kick them out at the end of the day. So
that's always cool. Honestly, like, if you do have a roommate, you're not gonna have a single when you come in, so you're gonna have a roommate. Just to avoid like major problems, set boundaries. Like, if something's bothering you, talk about it right away. Don't let it build up. Even if you guys are friends, it's important to, like, you know, everybody has their little things, so just make sure you talk that out. And as far as like dorm culture in general,